Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another SWGOH video. So first of all, wishing everybody happy Monday, hope you have a great week ahead of you. But for now we've got a new galactic challenge, so this time we're taken to the planet of Takodana where we have to face bounty hunters, and it's Monday, which means Imperial Trooper week again. So in this video I'll show you that you do not need to have like maxed out Imperial Troopers to complete this. If you do, this should be straightforward, but here I'm in my alt account where I do not have all troopers relicked up, so we'll be using some lower gear levels and lower star troopers to complete tier 7 in a single battle, all 4 feats in one go, so no need for multiple teams in this one. Now let's first have a look at the modifiers here. So we got Safe Haven, and that's a trick one. So the first unit that deals damage will get death mark on them, and that death mark will not expire, cannot be cleansed until that unit is taken out. And luckily for this, we will actually make use of this because bounty hunters, especially Django, he's very quick, so we let them go first. Then Django will get death mark on him and we'll be able to take him out rather quickly. And then the Endless Ranks modifier for Imperial Troopers, while this is a great modifier for this particular challenge, it's basically useless because Django, you know, he's got Zeta, looks like on his unique, so whenever he defeats somebody, they won't be able to be revived, even though you've got these stacks on him. And as well as if you do go first and you do get death mark applied on you, again, you know, death mark will prevent revives. So this modifier for this particular challenge today is pretty much useless. It doesn't really help at all. And then the enemy, now what bounty hunters get, they get a true defense buff on them, 9 stack. As long as they have this buff on them, they'll be taking like very reduced damage from that. But every time you hit them, they will lose 1 stack. But they start with 9, so it'll take a few hits before you can start doing some damage. That's why, you know, making use of that death mark global modifier will really help us to get our turn meter train going. And also looking at the feats here, you have to complete the battle, obviously. Win after taking 8 turns in a row. Now that shouldn't be too difficult, because once troopers get going, they'll be taking like, you know, it's gonna be an infinite loop of turns. You have to win without losing a unit. Again, you know, once troopers get going, not a problem. And then finally completing the full team of Imperial Trooper units, again, not too much of a problem. The only challenge is that, you know, if you have lower gear troopers, like I'm showing you here, that on that opening sequence when Django goes first, that he doesn't kill anybody and that he doesn't apply burning on your guys. As long as that opening sequence happens, you should be able to get it rolling and easily complete all 4 feats in a single attempt. And as you can see, we got here Django, Bosk, Dengar, OG Mandalorian, and as well Grief. So pretty strong team here. And obviously with the Django lead, they'll be getting extra speed. And another thing that Django does, if he does his AoE that applies burn, with him in the lead, you won't be able to get bonus turn meter. And also what we know, the Imperial Troopers are all about that bonus turn meter. So what you will want to do in this one is go into battle. If Django starts off either with his rocket that can one-shot any of your troopers, or his AoE, you'll want to back out and get back in until Django, as the first move, uses his basic. That's what you have to do here when you've got a little bit lower gear troopers. I will show you in this video. Talking about troopers, let me show you what I use here to complete tier 7. Alright, so this is the team. So as you can see, you got only Veers and Stark relic, but they're low relic, only relic 1, and then Piet there. He's at gear 10, 7 stars. My Gideon, he's at 5 star, gear 9, and Dark Trooper, the latest addition to the trooper lineup. He's only 3 star and gear 8. But this will do, and let me just show you the mods here. You do not need crazy mods for this. So as mentioned before, my Veers here is at relic 1, his speed is at 251. Obviously do have Zeta on him, so this will be required for this to work. And then Stark here, I have him modded for damage because all these guys are kind of you know, low gear. There's no really like big damage output, so Stark kind of, at least, you know, him being relic 1, he can do some damage. But again, I did not remod for this event. These are just the mods I have on these guys at all times. So his speed is at 276 and his offense is 4k. Now I do have Zeta on his unique that adds some you know, turn meter removal I'm not sure if required or not, but it definitely helps just to keep pushing that turn meter back a bit whenever Stark gets a turn. I've got here Piet, heavy modded for speed, but obviously with him not being gear 12, I wasn't able to put great speed mods on him, so just 5 dot mods. So he's a 266 speed, and you will do need Zeta on this one, on his unique there, just to help out, you know, the whole turn meter train going. Then up next, got Gideon. Again, you know, he's low star, low gear. Again, can't put amazing mods on him, so his speed is at 261. But you do really need him only for this, so the control situation ability, and you know, so he can remove turn meter from the guys, push back the turn meter, and then you can get your own turn meter train going. And then finally, Dark Trooper. Now he's low gear, low star, obviously can't put amazing mods on him, but still his basic will deal physical damage once for each stack. And this is very important because when you've got death mark on somebody, then Dark Trooper comes in, does like 3-4 hits, he will then trigger the effects from death mark 3-4 times, as many times his basic will hit. So it's not really that his basic does a lot of damage, it's the fact that, you know, we'll be able to quickly take out Django in the beginning when he gets death mark on him, even though he will have true defense buffs on him, just because this thing will do damage 4 times. And that's why I really want Dark Trooper in there. Another thing to point out here for Piet, with his unique, he will be gaining bonus turn meter, everybody, you know, every time an ally gets hit. So even though Piet, obviously, you know, he's not the fastest here, because of that bonus turn meter gain, you know, he'll be able to quickly get in and then obviously apply his inevitable failure. And once you apply that inevitable failure on them, then this will kind of start fueling your turn meter train and assists and everything. So, you know, you do not need an amazingly fast Piet for these to work. Alright, so with mods, strategies and modifier out of the way, let's now just hop into the battle and let me explain you how this one goes. So as mentioned before, this is the start you want. So if this doesn't happen, that Django uses as his first move basic, you will want to back out and go back in. Now from when I was playing this, I had to do this about 6-7 times, go back in and out. Obviously you need to make sure Django uses number 1 his basic and that he doesn't take anybody out, because he will prevent revives, so these endless stacks here are useless. You do want your 5 guys here standing. So this is what you gotta do when you got a little bit lower troopers. Now he went after Stark, and with my Stark obviously being a relic 1, he was able to survive the hit, basic hit from Django. And once that happens, then there you go, Piet got all that bonus turn meter here, and now you can go ahead and apply inevitable failure. Obviously I applied it over there on Dark Trooper, and now we can get our turn meter train going. There you go, control the situation with Gideon, and boom, there goes Django. And now we got some nice bonus turn meter, so we can do mass assist here. And you know, again, as you can see, the Dark Trooper doing multiple hits there, and so we are quickly burning through those stacks of true defense. You can use here ability that adds more bonus turn meter to your troopers with Dark Trooper, so that we keep it rolling, keep our turn meter train rolling. Now we can use AoE there from Piet, and because it defeated their Mandalorian, it feared all the enemies. So even if, you know, they do get a turn, they won't be able to use their special abilities if we hit them. If not, they'll just miss a turn, so we can keep going here. There we go, boom boom boom. And as our stacks here are increasing, we know also our offense is increasing. So even though you'll see a 3-star there, Trooper, he's doing some good hits there on his basic with all these buffs. Boom boom, there we go. There goes Bosk. It's just time now to finish off Grief here. Just keep using basics to keep increasing your buffs there from Piet. There we go. There goes Grief, and now we're only down to Dengar. He's got true defense on him, so he'll be a bit tanky now, but once we get rid of that true defense, there we go. 4 times, like, look, and then again, Dark Trooper coming in for assist, and boom, there we go. So, you know, as long as you manage to survive Django's opening sequence there, then the rest of the battle is pretty straightforward. So here we go, we completed all feats here, so we didn't lose a unit. We used full squad of Imperial Troopers. We've taken more than 8 turns in a row, because, you know, once Trooper get going, it was all done. So there we go, that's how completed in today's challenge. All 4 feats in a single go with, you know, relatively low gear level troopers there. But let me know, give this a go, guys, and let me know, you know, what did you manage to complete this with, just to see, you know, what's kind of the minimum gear level you need to have to complete this. But until then, guys, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.